Yes. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provision of Standing Order 43, I rise to make a general statement regarding the unfortunate ethnic profile of Honorable Zahir Jenda MP by the impeached Deputy President. Honorable Speaker, in the strongest terms possible, I condemn the reckless, divisive, and unconstitutional remarks made by former impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on the 23rd February 2026 during the United Opposition Rally at Gusii Stadium, Kisii County, where he subjected the member for Nyaribari Chache, Honorable Zahir Jenda MP, to ethnic profiling and public vilification. Such conduct is not only nefarious and legally indefensible, but also politically dangerous, and it has no place whatsoever in a constitutional democracy founded on equality, dignity, and the rule of law. Honorable Speaker, ethnic profiling is not free speech, but a toxic abuse of influence. It revives the darkest chapters of our history, normalizes prejudice, and places innocent citizens at risk by reducing them to stereotypes rather than recognizing them as rights-bearing Kenyans. For the record of this House, no leader is entitled to incite suspicion, hostility, or fear against any community or individual. Honorable Speaker, Article 27 of our Constitution guarantees equality before the law and freedom from discrimination. Any attempt to weaponize ethnicity for political relevance is an affront to constitutionalism and an insult to the intelligence and cohesion of Kenyan people. This House must reaffirm that ethnic baiting will be confronted, condemned, and isolated regardless of who utters it. Honorable Speaker, I therefore call upon this House to rally behind and support one of our own and to publicly censor the conduct of the impeached Deputy President, to reassert zero tolerance for ethnic incitement, and to remind all political actors that our unity is not in bargaining chip, our diversity is our strength, and no individual, least of all who has been impeached, will be allowed to fracture it for personal or political gain. Honorable Speaker, I am more concerned because even me, I am a minority where I come from. And for that reason, I believe the next rally, I'll be one of the targeted members of parliament that
you
the
finished
impeached
presenting your statement. You don't debate your statement. Rahim? Yeah, Rahim has gotten first opportunity. You will be the next.
Nashukuru Bwana Speaker, na naunga mkono vile dada yangu Fatuma amesema. Mheshimiwa Speaker, tukiwa tunachaguliwa, mimi hasa nikiwa nimechaguliwa mara 4 nikiwa councillor na nimechaguliwa mara 3 nikiwa mjumbe, kwani watu wangu hawakujua rangi yangu ama vile niko wakinichagua. Sasa kwa mtu kuenda kusema kwamba msichague mtu akiwa rangi tofauti ama akiwa kabila tofauti, haonekani kama sisi, anatuweka vibaya sana. Kwanza mwaka uliopita akiwa hapo kwetu Gakoromone alitaja kwamba msiende kukunywa chai kwa huyu mkubwa moja aliuziwa hoteli na Rahim Muhindi. Mheshimiwa Speaker, huyu mtu hastahili kukuwa kiongozi. Kuitwa hata kiongozi ni aibu ama ni matusi. Shauri akiwa anaweza kusema kwamba mtu asichaguliwe akiwa na haki ya kuchaguliwa, kwani tuna vikwazo kwa nchi yetu kwamba mtu hawezi. Mimi nikitaka kusimama mali yoyote na kubaliwa. Vile vile Obama aliweza kuchaguliwa kule Amerika. Sunak alikuwa prime minister kule Uingereza, na hata kulikuwa na prime minister wa Grenada alikuwa ni Muhindi, sio mtu mwingine, ni Muhindi. So na juzi, Mheshimiwa Speaker, Mayor wa New York ni Muhindi, ametoka Kenya na Uganda hapo. Sasa tutasema kwamba Wahindi wasichaguliwe? Kwani wananchi wale wanatuchagua hawajui sisi kabila yetu ama rangi yetu ama kama ni mtu ni Muislamu ama ni Mkristo? Kwangu Mheshimiwa Spika, 96% ama 86% ni Wakristo. Mimi nikiwa Muislamu nimechaguliwa na Wakristo. Sasa kesho atasema hata Muislamu asichaguliwe mahali chochote, awaende Northeastern ama waende Coast. Mheshimiwa Spika, mambo kama hiyo haistahili kwa nchi yetu. Tumeenda mbele na hii mambo inataka kukashifiwa kabisa. Mtu huyu anatafuta uongozi ya Kenya akiwa nani? Mheshimiwa Spika, tunalalamika sana hapo. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to join hands with Honorable Fatuma and Honorable Dawood and other members in actually expressing outrage and concern when people use race, ethnicity, or religion, or gender to exclude others or demean others. It is against the law of Kenya, and especially when it's ethnic or racial, it goes against the National Cohesion and Integration Act. And I would want to call that commission to take immediate action and summon the former deputy president to respond to that issue. Because we can disagree politically, but in disagreeing politically doesn't mean that we must discriminate against other people. The country right now is getting, there's a lot of political temperature that is rising. And Mr. Speaker, minorities are the ones that get to suffer in this instance. Only yesterday, Mr. Speaker, a gentleman in Siaya called Makamu said things that even me in my mental state I can't repeat in this house over Catherine Omanyo. And he's supposed to be the same side of Honorable Catherine Omanyo. When we normalize terrible things about other people, then it means we can use your gender, your tribe, your race against you. And we will not allow, me as a minority, as a Suba, I'm both half Suba, half Luo, but my father is a Suba, so I'm a minority. I will not allow when you start using minority or misusing minority communities. And as a woman, we will not allow you to sexualize women and use sex as a tool against women. So I want to urge my party, ODM, please stop using Makabu to demean women and to bring women down. Whether you agree with a woman or not, you cannot sexualize women. We will not allow such things. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I want to associate very strongly with those sentiments. There's freedom of expression in this country, but the Constitution is clear that that freedom does not allow you to profile people racially, ethnically, or sexually. This particular gentleman, Mr. Speaker, started from an ethnic profiling perspective. And one of the reasons we debated in this House and impeached him was because of ethnic profiling. Now he has gone to the level of racial profiling. We are a country that is tolerant of all races, of all ethnicities. We are proud that as a country, the Honorable Rahim is serving several terms all the way from Meru. We are happy that the Honorable Shakil Shabir is serving several terms all the way from Kisumu. There is absolutely nothing wrong with anyone being elected anywhere. We should not and we cannot allow people in the name of campaigning to bring ethnic, racial profiling and even sexual profiling. Mr. Speaker, I want to say that it is completely worrying that as we are going every day that I listen to people in rallies, in funerals, the level of toxic utterances are increasing. And if we go with this trajectory, we might not even get to the elections. The violence is increasing, the violent language is increasing, and the NCIC is completely quiet. I want to urge that the NCIC, whose commissioners we approve here, must now spring to action. Okay. They should even have people prosecuted in those things. We must help this country by making sure that we tone down in terms of racial profiling, actual violence, and intolerance, and toxic statements. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Murugara.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, to say the least, what was stated in Kesi by the impeached Deputy President is impeccable. It is extremely despicable. It is
Despicable.
despicable that we must frown against as a house and as a country, because today every leader is actually called upon to speak about the unity of the country, bring together the different communities and ethnicities into one country so that we speak in one voice. But it does appear that there is a dispensation, a political dispensation that is geared towards dividing the country along tribal or ethnic lines. And that dispensation includes the impeached Deputy President. And recently, it's good to tell this House, there was debate in the media when one of them from Meru County singled out a minority community called the Tharaka, which is a sub-community of the larger Meru community, because Meru community is made up of different sub-ethnic communities, to say that they are not Merus, purely because he felt he had been disadvantaged or he wasn't happy with where the leadership had come from. And I give notice to him, because at one time I remember this House saved him from the hands of Honorable Wamboka, when he had actually done atrocities to the people by doing things that we should not have condoned, but purely because of possibly political inclination. The man was saved. Now he goes around trying to divide the country into political lines. Oh, the Tharaka are not the Meru. And I give him notice. I'll be bringing a motion of censure against him. And number two, I've called upon NCIC also to indict him together with the impeached Deputy President, so that they appear before that commission to explain their utterances. Mr. Speaker, let us frown against such kind of language, such kind of ethnic balkanization, such kind of ill speech, which brings hatred, division, and discontent in our country. I do agree with Honorable Madam Zaida, who has brought that particular motion, and we should actually move towards discussing that and also discussing the Honorable Linturi, who is the person I'm making reference to. Thank you.
Shabil Shakir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, I don't know what logic the former Deputy President Rigiji has. When we say that he's a tribalist, we have seen not only that he's a tribalist, but he's a racialist par excellence. Mr. Speaker, sir, I am by color an Asian. He calls Muindi. By my blood and everything else, I am Luo. 200,000 people have voted in Kisumu East, and they voted me now 4 terms. And Mr. Speaker, sir, they're asking me to be 5 term, and I will stand. And I want Rigiji to come and campaign against me. I challenge him to come to Kisumu East and campaign against me. We cannot accept to be disrespected. The people of Kisumu East cannot be disrespected. Because they voted for me, they cannot be disrespected. He's thinking that they have no word of their own. He's thinking that they are idiots. He's giving them very many names and is dishonoring them. I will not allow them to be dishonored. I have the honor, and they have given me the great respect now for 2 terms as the mayor and 4 terms as a member of parliament. No leader, Honourable Speaker, even Excellency, former late President Moi, President Kibaki the late, President Uhuru, President Ruto, none of them have ever questioned my origin and the origin of my brother who is here. We are here as Kenyans first. I am here standing for the Luo community, not the Indian community. and I will want Ricky G to come and apologize, because my brother Jihanda, I know him most of a long time. If the Kisis have voted for him, he doesn't like it, tough luck. Arudi yuko kwake, atafute muhindi ingine, aende kutukana. But me, I am putting it today on record, sir, the only thing that defines me as a Muhindi is my color. Everything else about me, Mr. Speaker, is Luo. I am born Luo, I will die Luo, I will be used, the funeral procession will be Luo. My wife is also an African lady, and she is your niece, Speaker. Yes. She's a Bukusu. Yes. She's a niece. And I the other day, we had people, even, this is not only Rigiji, there are other people also who are now breaking ODM and using names like that. Mr. Speaker, sir, I have never in my life heard any of the presidents, and even Baba, he has never questioned the color of my skin. And we are Kenyans, first and last. And I have said this, and we will die with you in Kenya. I will be with you until our final rights are written. So, Riggy G, you are out of order. You are a racialist, and I think that you will hear what is going to come to you from that point of view. Thank you. And I ask the Luos to vote against him.
I confirm that this MP is married to my niece, and he had quadruplets with her. Ngelechei.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity. And I want to condemn also with the strongest terms possible the sentiments of the former Deputy President while he was in Kisii, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker is proving to us that we did actually a very noble thing by impeaching him in this House. And I want to congratulate each and every member who participated in his impeachment. And if there is a motion that can be brought again to be impeached again, I don't know how, please bring it again, Mheshimiwa, and we are going to impeach him. Mr. Speaker, this guy has been masquerading and going around inciting people against other ethnicities, Mr. Speaker. Let me speak about a week ago when he went to Kalenjin radio station and incited the listeners against all the members of this House, saying that you elected members of parliament who doesn't know anything and they don't represent you in whatever way. Mr. Speaker, he went ahead to say that the president is antagonizing the Kalenjin community, while the leaders elected in this House are not talking about anything of development in the Rift Valley, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as he was speaking, the Mount Summit Rironi Road, that he told the people of Rift Valley that nothing is happening, is ongoing. And Mr. Speaker, I want to confirm that all the projects that the President promised the people of Rift Valley are ongoing. And he has no moral authority, Mr. Speaker, to speak on our behalf. Because even when he was sitting Deputy President, all he could speak about or all he could talk about is about shares. And he used to antagonize so many people about their shares. I remember the member for Mavoko one day, he went to see him over the squatters in Mavoko, and he told him, please give me some piece of land so that these people can be resettled. He told him, you never voted for the president, so go and look for Kalonzo Musyoka to allocate land to the squatters. And the member of parliament was wondering, because Kalonzo Musyoka is not elected member in this parliament. And at times also look at Kalonzo Musyoka walking around with him, and I pity my brother Kalonzo Musyoka, because the other day he was telling the canvas that they don't have share in this government, and this other time they are working together. Lastly, Mr. Speaker, I want to confirm that I am a very close friend to Zahir Janda. I know his ID number. He is a Kenyan. Zahir Janda is a Kenyan. I can confirm, and Mr. Speaker knows because he's our friend too. No, it doesn't matter how close we are, but Zahir Janda is a Kenyan, and he's a member of parliament in Kisii, and he is not an Indian. It is very wrong. Even the Indians who are in Kenya anyway, they are Kenyans. They are either Kenyans by naturalization, by birth, others acquire the citizenship, and everybody has a right to live in Kenya. So let me confirm that I want to support Mheshimiwa Amina, that Fatuma Sore, that the former deputy president is a very useless guy, and he should even be, if there is a way that he can be stopped from inciting people, and there is a commission that is toothless, the NCIC commission. That commission should even be disbanded, because if it cannot handle one person, Mr. Speaker, what else? How can they justify that they are working in this country?
Thank you. Dick Maungu. Give Maungu. There is a microphone next to you there.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, I rise to join my colleagues in condemning the unfortunate words that came from somebody who calls himself a leader. Mr. Speaker, not long ago, this House impeached this very person. And one of the reasons, Mr. Speaker, why I actually stood to participate in impeachment was because he made me appear not to be a shareholder of this country, Mr. Speaker. But one thing that I keep asking, Mr. Speaker, is that when this gentleman was serving as the deputy president, he was decorated with a very good badge of EGH. Mr. Speaker, the person that talks the same cannot continue bearing the title EGH in this country. Mr. Speaker, that title EGH was given to him as a deputy president. And therefore, say, Mr. Speaker, it's high time that title should be revoked, because he does not bear any kind of semblance to any kind of honor that goes to that name, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, I come from Western Kenya. We have very many communities that live in that area, Mr. Speaker. We speak unity, we speak love, we speak cohesiveness, Mr. Speaker. Someone cannot purport to speak for this country when you isolate people. My good sister here has talked about Honorable Zahir, Mr. Speaker. It is very wrong. Zahir was elected by members who knew and had confidence in him, Mr. Speaker. And therefore I stand together with my colleagues to condemn those very words and say that the former deputy president should actually be ashamed, and anyone who purports to support him should equally be ashamed. Thank you.
Ichungwa.
Asante Mheshimiwa Spika, na kwanza nipe nafasi ni wakaribishe wanafunzi kutoka shule ya Dama Crest kutoka huko Kikuyu kwetu. Na hii ni baadhi ya shule za kibinafsi ambazo hufanya vizuri sana kwa mitihani ya kitaifa, na wanafunzi ambao wana nidhamu hali ya juu. Hata ukiwaangalia mahali walipoketi unaona sio tu wasafi, lakini pia wako na nidhamu sana. Niwapongeze na niwakaribishe kwa bunge la kitaifa. La pili, Mheshimiwa Spika, nikubalie nijiunge na Mheshimiwa Fatuma, mbunge wa Migori, kukashifu matamshi sio tu ya ukabila, lakini pia ambayo yana ubaguzi wa kirangi. Na nataka nijiunge na wabunge wengine wote ambao wamekashifu haya matamshi dhidi ya mmoja wetu, na sio tu dhidi ya mmoja wetu, mbunge Zahir. Sababu kama vile Mheshimiwa Shabira amesema, yeye ako na asili ya bara la Hindi, lakini ni Mjaluo na ameoa Mbukusu. Watoto wake ni Wabukusu na Wajaluo nusu-nusu, na labda pia wako na asili ya Kihindi kidogo. Lakini Mheshimiwa Zahir, mimi namjua vizuri, na huwa ananena lugha ya Kikisii ama Kibagusii kikamilifu. Lugha ambaye yule mkabila na yule mbaguzi wa kirangi aliyekuwa anamtusi huko Kisii hawezi nena hata neno moja. Na huyu mtu, Mheshimiwa Spika, alianza na ubaguzi wa kikabila, akaenda kwa ubaguzi wa sehemu ambazo watu hutoka, sasa ameenda kwa ubaguzi wa kirangi. Huyu mkabila ni adui wa Wakenya wote. Na wakati napomsikiza Mheshimiwa Rais akisema ya kuwa hawa watu mahali popote wanapoenda hawana sera, hawana agenda, hawana mpango wowote, na Wakenya wanakubaliana na yeye ya kuwa hata akili hawana, huyo amedhihirisha ya kweli hana akili ya kuwaunganisha Wakenya. Akili zake ni za kuleta ukabila, ubaguzi wa kirangi na migawanyiko kati ya Wakenya. Na nataka niulize Mheshimiwa Spika, uamuru kutoka kwa kiti chako kama spika wetu ya kuwa tume ya kitaifa ya uwiano na maridhiano NCIC ni lazima wachukue majukumu yao ya kikatiba vizuri na wahakikisha ya kuwa mtu kama huyo ambaye anachochea uhasama kati ya Wakenya amechukuliwa hatua za kisheria. Najua hayo ndio anataka kusikia. Amepewa summons na tume hii ya uwiano na maridhiano, ama ameitwa record statement ili aanze kulialia, sasa nafukuzwa sijui nakimbizwa. Lakini hatuwezi kubali, na nakubaliana na Mheshimiwa Otiende Amolo. Amesema ukiangalia ghasia ama fujo ambazo zinawafuata kila mahali waendako, ni ishara dhahiri ya kuwa wao wenyewe wanajipangia fujo. Niliona juzi mwingine anasema zima hiyo kitu sijui kama nini. Sijui kama bangi, sijui iliitwa nini, mimi sijai vuta bangi bwana spika, kwa hivyo sijui hayo matamshi ya bangi. Lakini ulisikia kiongozi akisimama akiwa kwa jukwaa anasema zima hiyo kitu ya kutoa machozi hata kabla ilipuke, kumaanisha alijua hiyo gesi ya kutoa machozi ilikuwa wapi kwa ule mkutano. Wanajua ilikuwa wapi, wanajua nani anailipua. Wachochezi kama hawa wa ghasia, hawa wachochezi, na unikinge kutoka kwa haya matamshi machafu kutoka kwa Mheshimiwa Karoli Omondi. Kama umejiunga na wakabila, mimi usifikirie unaweza kunitisha Mheshimiwa. Mimi siwezi tishwa na wakabila. Siwezi tishwa na watu walio na midomo mirefu ya uchochezi na uhasama kati ya Wakenya. Lazima tulinde nchi yetu dhidi ya uhasama na wachochezi wa ukabila ambao wameambiwa hawana mpango wote. Waende wauzie Wakenya mpango wao wa kazi, wauze sera zao. Muache kuuza ukabila, muache kuuza uhasama, muache kuuza ubaguzi wa kirangi. Hawa watoto ambao wanakutuangalia hapa leo hii wamekusanyika kama Wakenya kutoka kona zote za Jamhuri ya Kenya. Mashule yetu yanawajumuisha wote, wale walio na asili ya Kijaluo, wale walio na asili ya Kikikuyu, walio na asili ya Bara Hindi, wote ni Wakenya. Tuwaheshimu na tujifanye kama viongozi, sio kupayuka ovyo tukiwa ndani na nje ya bunge. Asante Mheshimiwa Spika na
Thank you. Madenge.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to take exception to the words that were directed towards...
Karoli Omondi.
To the words that were directed
Ordinarily, you are a very decent man. Maintain that posture. Yes, order. Madenge is on the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, you can see the transformation that has occurred to our colleague, Honorable Karoli Omondi, within a very short while. Honorable Speaker, our colleague, Honorable Karoli Omondi, has been one of the people I admire most, and he knows it. And therefore, it is important that we agree that the lines are clear. There are things that cannot continue to happen in this country. Honorable Speaker, the words that were directed at Honorable Jada are despicable, they are uncouth, they are words that should not come from a mouth of anyone who has been a leader in this country or aspires into positions of leadership into the future. Honorable Speaker, we cannot normalize insults. We cannot normalize provocation. We cannot normalize incitement and yet assume that we will continue to have a country that will hold together. Honorable Speaker, I want to urge members of Parliament that the National Cohesion and Integration Commission Act bill is before this House. And Honorable Speaker, the teeth that we say that this commission should have, we have an opportunity as we align the act to the new constitution. Remember, this act came into effect in the year 2008 as a response to the post-election violence. Now we have an opportunity from the lessons of that time, from the parameters in terms of rights that we are guaranteed in our constitution. We must draw the line. Secretary Honorable Speaker, this commission has to be better resourced. And now that we are at the stage where we are considering the budget policy statement, let us ensure that we empower the National Cohesion and Integration Commission to have sufficient resources. Thank you, Honor.
Pasaris, want to bring this to an end. Pasaris, what is the point of order?
Speaker, as other members are contributing, I don't understand the problem with Honorable Karoli. He's throwing hands and saying that party imejana idiots. Who are the idiots? He is so bitter that I don't even understand what's wrong with him. Honorable Speaker, I am worried because he's my tribesman. He's going to die of depression. Leave that camp. That's a caste camp.
Take your seat. To the extent that I didn't hear, just leave it. Yes, Pasaris. Pasaris. Give Pasaris the mic. There's one next to you.
Fanny? Inafanya sasa. Okay, sorry. Honorable Speaker, I thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I thank Honorable Fatuma Zainab Mohammed for bringing this important statement under Standing Order 43. I rise not only to condemn the ethnic profiling directed to Honorable Zahir Handa, but also to condemn the growing culture of discrimination in our politics, whether it's rooted in ethnicity, heritage, or gender. Reducing Kenyans to their tribe is unconstitutional. Reducing any woman leader to her age, her beauty, or degrading sexual insinuation is equally unconstitutional. Both violate Article 27 of our Constitution, which guarantees equality before the law and freedom from discrimination. Honorable Speaker, I was recently referred to as a Greek. There is nothing wrong with acknowledging that I am a Kenyan of Greek heritage. I am proud of my heritage, just as I'm proud of being Kenyan. What is wrong is the use of heritage as a political slur. What is wrong is suggesting that identity diminishes one's legitimacy as a Kenyan leader. Kenyan identity is not defined by surname, complexion, ancestry, or gender. It is defined by citizenship, service, and fidelity to our Constitution. When leaders resort to ethnic baiting, they fracture the national cohesion. When leaders resort to sexist insults and public humiliation, as was recently directed to me by Honorable Babu Owino, they degrade this House and undermine the dignity of women in leadership. The remarks made by the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua against Honorable Zahid Handa must be condemned. Equally, the demeaning sexualized attacks directed against me must be condemned, for they are discriminatory and unworthy of parliamentary leadership. We cannot defend unity, tolerating ethnic profiling, while we cannot defend equality while normalizing misogyny. And we cannot claim to build one Kenya while questioning the legitimacy of Kenyans based on heritage. This House must be clear and firm. Ethnicity will not be weaponized, heritage will not be weaponized, neither will gender be weaponized. Our diversity is our strength, Mr. Speaker. Our Constitution is our shield, and our politics must rise above all prejudice. Mr. Speaker, I also want to say that Kenyans need to understand that the Asian community, because I'm always referred to as Muhindi, the Asian community is tribe number 44 in amongst our tribes. And being black does not define you as a Kenyan. What defines you as a Kenyan is your identity associated with our Constitution, whether it's by birth, by naturalization, by marriage, whichever way. So long as you are a Kenyan with an identity, with a birth certificate, with a passport acknowledged by the state, it does not matter what your color is, it does not matter what your religion is, it does not matter what your sex is. What matters is that you're Kenyan. We are one Kenya, one people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. I think we can end here on this. Honorable members, indeed, the outrageous remarks that captured all media houses' order are very unfortunate. And I want to encourage leaders in this country. We have a history. Parklands, as he then was elected, a distinguished lawyer called Satish Gautama, and he served in this house. Westlands elected Amin Walji. I served with him in this house. Langata elected Phil Pliki. He served in this house. He was even our cabinet minister. And so on and so forth. For anybody, any leader, to start profiling Kenyans on either tribal or ethnic lines is indeed unfortunate. And I want to encourage all of us here to be the defenders of Kenyans. Our constitution says our diversity is our strength, and it must be so at all times. Whoever is looking for leadership, look for leadership in a distinguished manner, in a respectful manner, and this is the country we must have. I also listened to those outbursts, and what even annoyed Kenyans more is the cynical laughter that accompanied the profiling of Honorable Zahiri Janda. And to quote the former Deputy President said, nyinyi wa Kisii, nitawacheka kwa kuchagua Muhindi, and proceeded to laugh in a very disgusting manner. Let's not go that route. The Committee on National Cohesion, NCIC, Honorable Ichungwa, you are the leader of government business in this house. Mudama, Senator, as he then was, and a few other members, for just saying something against former President Uhuru, were locked up in Pangani for a full week. 6 of them. We used to visit them every day with the late Prime Minister. If NCIC is not working, disband it and have a new commission. A commission spending public resources with a duty to superintend over the protection of our diversity as our strength. I want to urge you, as the leader of government business in this house, to take up and report back what you want to do with NCIC. NCIC, as currently constituted, is not serving the purpose for which the Constitution defined it. So let's leave this matter here. The former Deputy President should indeed be ashamed of himself for saying such things, because if you want to lead this country, Indian community in this country is our 4th tribe. The Makonde became a tribe recently. The Shona, I don't know if we have made them a tribe yet. The Pemba in Mombasa, and all others. And we must champion. We know Obama has ancestry here. He became the President of America. Rishi Sunak, his parentage is from Kitale. He became Prime Minister of the UK. The leader of the Scottish Party is an Indian born in Arusha. And many others. We can count on and on. There's a Somali girl who is a congresswoman in the US. There is a girl from central Kenya who was a senator in Australia. And the mayor of New York was born in Uganda and expelled with his parents by Idi Amin to Kenya. He's now the mayor of New York, the biggest city in the world. And many, many others. We are very proud of our diaspora. We are very proud of our associations. What will Jack Wamboka say of Shakil Shabir, who is married from our village? And like I said, and he's reminded me as he walked out that he's the first and only MP to have ever had quadruplets. with a girl from my village, and so on and so on. Please, Kenyans and leaders in this house, don't spare any energy or opportunity to condemn this kind of behavior from any leader, regardless of who they are, where they are, what they do, where they do. Thank you. Yes, Tongo, you on the same?
Nothing much, Speaker.
You are the chairman of the police.
Yeah, what I'm saying,
Yes.
Speaker,
Yes.
you know you